how's it been going?
How's what's been going?
How's the show been going?
What show?
Schmigadoon.
Got it.
Great. Yeah.
It has been going outrageously. It is so much fun. The room is full of joy, and in a time right now, it's so nice to be in a room full of wonderful people saying funny things and everybody laughing, and the music is great. It's just like a joy bomb. It's awesome.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
got to be fun to go to work every day like that.
Yes.
It is. I know it's fun to go to work because I actually show up on time as opposed to 2 minutes late.
Is that different from
Yes.
usual shows? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
If Sarah doesn't like a show, she's not showing up.
Oh, that's true.
And then it's on you.
That's on me.
Let's talk about who you play in Schmigadoon, because I kind of find it ironic considering what you do for a living.
Right, so I play a surgeon, Dr. Josh Skinner, whose biggest quality is his absolute abhorrence of musical theater, which is counter to kind of my entire life, being a musical theater, fanatic and doer. But he's a guy who just can't understand the idea of people breaking out into song as an art form. So it's been very fun, but I will say the interesting thing is, as such a lover of musical theater, there is something very difficult about being in the show, watching this happening and forgetting, or trying to remember really that I have to hate what I'm watching. So there are moments where I do catch myself sort of getting into the performance and having to like roll it back, and I never thought that would be a problem, but it's my love of theater.
That's really funny, but it has to also be so ironically fun to play a role like that.
It's a blast. Playing anything outside of yourself is great, and especially a personality trait that you really don't agree with is fun to play because it's something you don't live.
And we've watched you often do that, and something without your not part of your personality.
Yes.
Hence Beetlejuice. What about you? What are you enjoying most?
So I have the opposite problem of Alex. My character and myself as a person loves musical theater, and I love Golden Age musicals. And most of my job is I just sit there and watch the most talented people on Broadway dance and sing, and I just have to react naturally like I normally would. And it's just what a joy. I get to watch Anne Harada and Anna Gasteyer sing and act, and then I get to watch like Max Clayton dance and do these acrobats. It's so joyful.
I'm very jealous.
And you can be yourself.
Yeah.
And you can be yourself watching. Why are you jealous?
I'm jealous because I have to be like boring, and I'm watching Anna Gasteyer,
Right.
someone who I've dreamed to work with,
Right,
and I have to sort of be like, nah, don't care.
Dismiss her.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever worked together?
That is an
Several.
excellent question.
I can't
Oh,
wait
do you
to
wanna
hear the
start or me?
answer.
I can start. This is our third time playing opposite each other. The first time was in a Spider-Man parody musical that was playing 2 blocks from the real Spider-Man musical. I was Mary Joan and he was Peter Parker for copyright reasons.
But this was, what, 15, 16 years ago, right?
16 years ago,
16 years ago.
And then we did the off-Broadway version of School of Rock together as the principal. And
Oh, wow.
I was just filling in temporarily, and now we finally get to do something.
Who found out first, and what was your reaction? I always am interested in that story. Like, how do you get that phone
I kind
call?
of remember this.
Yeah, I had done a reading, and then when they said that we were going to do a full production, I just was saying like, oh God, I hope it's Alex Brightman. I hope it's Alex Brightman. And then
Such a nice thing to say.
I mean, you were manifested, Alex.
I very much appreciate your manifesting, by the way, because nobody doesn't like to work. But like,
and then,
I remember getting getting the role and being super excited, and then finding out it was Sarah, and then texting Sarah, and I think I quote,
You said,
"Hey, do you want to work together? Do you want to do a show together?"
And I said, I knew it. I knew it.
I freaked out, and I've been saying this a lot, and I'm sure you're gonna get sick of hearing this, but like, the joy of this is the show, but the real joy of it is doing it with Sarah, because we've known each other for so long, have been fans of each other for so long, and are dear friends, and love each other. And so the chemistry is already set, and it's just gonna be like, it's a fantasy camp to get to work with the best people you know, but truly like with Sarah, it's like over the moon for me.
It just has to feel like safe and comforting every time you go out there. You just like, the other person will always catch you and be there, and their personalities.
Especially because we both have a core in improv too, so that it really does help the show. And we get a couple moments in the show where we do get to kind of go off the rails a little bit, but it does feel safe.
Talk about that, the improv moments, because that's exciting to be able to have. Because that's not always in every show, right? That's not always something you're.
Usually it's a hazard. I mean,
I was going to say, usually they're asking you, please never do that again. But talk about that, because I think it's an exciting part to it. So it really is different every
I think
night.
after watching us just improv no matter where we are, whether it's on stage or in line for the bathroom. They wrote in this one little section where we can say whatever we want just for 2 lines every night, and it's going to be different every night.
To insult each other.
To insult each other.
Oh, that's great.
So it's sort of in the script we found in this version, it said, you know, insert negative thing here. And then my line, oh yeah, well, insert negative thing here. And we were like, is this a placeholder? Is it? And then Cinco Paul, the brilliant Cinco Paul, said, you know, he watched us kind of throughout the rehearsal processes and was like, I wanted to give you guys a moment to just let your improv shine.
That's
and
great.
so far it's been totally winning.
What do you feel is so special about this show, and what made you excited about being chosen to do it?
It's good. It's really good, and it's really a sweet homage to. It's not even an homage to Golden Age musicals. It truly, the music can exist alongside those existing, that catalog that already exists, and the dances and the language. It doesn't make fun of the period. It's like watching a warm hug if you love musical theater, and even if you don't, you've got Josh as your guide to sort of poke fun of it. But then it ultimately wins you over.
It has this contemporary energy, and then it has the Golden Age energy. It sort of really does have something for everybody. It's a cliche thing to say, but it really does hit that mark of it really does have something for literally everybody. Whether you like, hate, love, kind of or medium about musicals, this is for you. I think that this will be a very, very, very capital G good show.